Hey guys, it's your boy Footboss Gaming here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video on, well, it's actually a player review on Wesley Sneijder. Sneijder. I don't know why I called him Sneijder there. His name is Sneijder. So this series is going to be called Beast or Not So Beast. As you can see, I have a like icon right there. If you would like to like this video right now, go and do that. And this is going to be a series in FIFA 13. It's going to be player reviews. So on the right you can see Wesley Sneijder player review, obviously. And in the middle you have Wesley Sneijder's card. I know you guys are thinking that he must be really expensive because he's 87 rated. I think he's actually the cheapest high rated player in FIFA. He goes for, I think, he goes for, how much does he go for? He goes for 4K on PS3, 2K on Xbox, and 3K on PC. And he's 87 rated, guys. And that's in 41212. And I have him in 41212, got him for 3K, which is amazing. Now, here is something that I made. I hope you admire my efforts. Not admire, what am I on about? I hope you enjoy this video, because I put a lot of effort just into this background. But as you can see, Wesley Sneijder's card face stat, 78 pace, that's fine for him. 77 shot, 88 passing, 85 dribbling, 66 defending, and 51 heading. His traits are long passer, long shot taker, and playmaker. And his in-game stats say 89 ball control, 92 long passing, 86 shot power, 88 short passing, 90 balance, 86 long shots, 88 free kicks, 86 reactions, 88 curve, 82 penalties, 85 dribbling, 84 crossing, 85 agility, 83 acceleration, 88 vision, and I just threw in the 75, not 670, 75 sprint speed there. I had to throw that in because pace is such a factor in FIFA 13. I don't think it should be, because I can handle teams maybe with not so much pace, but I know people who can't. Now, Wesley Sneijder, he has a very, very good card in this game. And he is just an absolute beast. Now, one thing that I would say about him is that his heading is really low. So on corners, I usually have him as the corner taker because his heading's so low. You don't want him in the box. Otherwise, well, he won't be able to head anything. But what I believe is that, I mean, at the moment I'm playing him in 4-1-2-1-2 in actually a team with a very strong team. It's not the most expensive team, but it's a very, very strong team. It's not overpowered, it's just strong. But he plays brilliantly in that team. He's centre attacking midfielder, and that's very good on him because of his work rates, which are high attacking and medium defensive. We don't want high and low work rates on this guy, otherwise he'll just go and play as a striker. But the work rates that he has are just great. Also, he has a very high passing stat, which is amazing. His passing, it's just great. He has 92 long passing, so he can easily put in those over-the-top through balls and stuff like that. He has 88 short passing, which means, I mean, short passing isn't just like he's a centimeter in front of you and you're just like tapping it to each other. Short passing is like maybe 5-10 meters. If there are two players coming onto you and then there's a gap between those two players and then your player is behind that gap, then that would be a short pass to that guy. Now, his passing, it's standout. I mean, it's just outstanding. But there's one thing that I liked even more than his passing, and I don't know how he has 77 shot. When I watched Euro 2012, I don't really watch the Serie A, which he used to play in, and I have never watched the Turkish league, because he now plays in Galatasaray, who have one of the strongest teams in the world now, because they have Sneijder and Drogba, or Drogba. Sorry, I just had to do that. But he doesn't play in a very good league, but there are a lot of players from Holland that you can link up with him. Most importantly, 2 or 3, Robin van Persie, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, and of course the one and only Ian Robin, and of course Van der Vaart. I haven't got Van Persie or Robin, kind of obviously, I'm not that rich, but I have Klaas-Jan Huntelaar as a striker. It's in a 4-5-1 formation with Ibrahim Afellay on the left, because it's 4-5-1. Left midfielder is Ibrahim Afellay, and then the second centre attacking midfielder is Rafael van der Vaart. I don't know why I'm doing these silly pronunciations, but Rafael van der Vaart. And as our who else connects up with him? I think it's the centre midfielder. I'm not sure who we have in centre mid actually, but no. Oh no, I remember now. We have the really old guy, just the really old guy. But Seedorf, that's the one. We have Seedorf. Now, this player, he doesn't feel like 78 pace, and his free kicks are spectacular. His vision is exceptional. And his dribbling, his close ball control is just brilliant. So that's his stats. And he has 5-star value for money, because he's very cheap, and 5-star quality because he's very good. And for me at least, he was brilliant. I haven't had a better player in FIFA. He is my favourite player in FIFA, taking over Royce and taking over Podolski, which is a very hard task because they're both OP to hell. Now, getting on to a comparison, here is a little bit of a cheaper version of Wesley Sneijder. A cheaper alternative. He's not loads cheaper, he's not like, he's not so cheap that anyone, he's not that much cheaper that you can get him after playing one match. Maybe 1 or 2 matches and you can get Van der Vaart. 6 matches, 7 matches, maybe you can get Wesley Sneijder. So, what's the difference between these two? I mean, firstly, there's 2 ratings difference. However, if I just go on to, if I just tell you a few of their stats, they really don't seem so different. I mean, obviously, Sneijder has a few, oh, that's my email going off. Sneijder has a few more greens than Van der Vaart, especially in the pace department. But it's not that much of a difference, because Sneijder, it's not a huge difference. I wouldn't say it's a really massive difference, but you can tell the difference between the two. Now, if I just open this up, because obviously this isn't a live com, I never do live coms, because they're too time consuming. I mean, they're not as high quality as these videos. So, let's go on to the attacking ratings and the creator ratings. So, Sneijder has an 89 creator rating, Van der Vaart has an 87, Van der Vaart has an 81 attacker rating, and Sneijder has an 80. Van der Vaart seems to be a bit more of an attacking player, even though his work rates are medium attacking as opposed to the high attacking. But Van der Vaart has a low defensive, so that's just an advantage right there. But if you take into consideration that they both play in the same position, one's slightly more defensive than the other, and one has slightly better playmaking skills than the other, namely Sneijder, then it's a very, very good combo. 89 ball control as opposed to 87 ball control, 84 crossing as opposed to 82 crossing, 88 curve on, this is Sneijder compared to Vaart by the way, 88 curve as opposed to 86, 83 dribbling is the same on Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart has far superior finishing, 60 as compared to 84 on Van der Vaart. 88 free kicks on Sneijder as compared to the 88 on Van der Vaart, which is, as you may have noticed, the same. And then you have, why won't it open? Oh, never mind. Then you have your 92 long passing as opposed to the 87 on Van der Vaart. 86 long shots as is the same on Van der Vaart. 82 penalties as opposed to the 78. 88 short passing as opposed to the, actually 88 short passing, yeah, I don't know what I was on about. 88 short passing compared to 86 on Van der Vaart, and a huge 86 shot power as opposed to the 82 on Van der Vaart. Now, Van der Vaart has higher volleys by 6, 84 as compared to 78, but he also has higher vision by 2 and the same reactions. So that's a stats comparison, but an actual player quality comparison, as Sneijder has 5-star weak foot as opposed to Van der Vaart's 4, but Van der Vaart also has 4-star skills as opposed to Sneijder's 3. Now, the thing that I would say with Sneijder is that Sneijder, he's not, because he doesn't have the flair trait like Van der Vaart, and Van der Vaart doesn't have the long passer trait. They both have the playmaker trait, and Van der Vaart, I think I've already mentioned it, has the flair trait. Now, 85 rated is very high, 87 rated is even higher. Now, both of these players are brilliant, don't get me wrong, but one thing I hate about Van der Vaart is he is injury prone. That's one of the traits he has. And one thing that I love about them is that one's right footed and one's left footed. So I play Wesley Sneijder on the left and Van der Vaart on the right. So Wesley Sneijder doesn't use his left foot too much, even though he has a 5-star weak foot. It doesn't make his left foot as good as his right foot. It makes it very good. I mean, what am I on about? It does make it as good as your right foot, but I just tried to keep off of it, because then if I didn't keep off of it, if I played Sneijder on the right just to take advantage of his 5-star weak foot, then Van der Vaart would have to use his right foot all the time, and I really don't like near post, especially since these guys are going to be taking long shots, not necessarily shots in the box. Finesse, no, I take long shots with these two. Now, it's another good thing about them, but some people may not like it. It's the fact that neither of them have very good defending. I mean, if you take into account Kevin Prince Boateng, who is 85 rated, same as Van der Vaart, he's a cam, and I think he has 87 defending. Not 87. What am I on about? He has 77 defending, but that's pretty high anyway. But Sneijder's 83 acceleration, it is really useful, because if he gets passed to and he's surrounded by 2 players, he can just accelerate through them. He'll slow down afterwards, but by then he would have released a long shot or a pass. And also, he has 85 agility, which is a lot higher than Van der Vaart's 73. Van der Vaart also isn't the tallest of players. He only has 58 heading. But Wesley Sneijder also, he's not really he's not tall. Why did I stutter so much? He's not tall. He's 5'6". He's shorter than Van der Vaart. These are 2 short players, which makes their agility so high. Even though Van der Vaart doesn't have the highest agility in his stats, he feels agile because he's small. Now, jumping on both of them is very poor. Balance on Sneijder is very high at 90. That's also reflected by the fact that he's short. and his 86 reactions are the same as Van der Vaart's. Now, the vision 90 as compared to 88, sorry, it doesn't make that much of a difference. And I think they're very, very similar players. Apart from the fact that Sneijder feels like 80 to 85 pace, and Van der Vaart feels like about 70. They're very, very similar. I wish the pace was swapped around, and that Van der Vaart had 78, and then Sneijder had 64. Because Sneijder has better long shots than Van der Vaart, but Van der Vaart can then go forwards with his pace because he has better finishing and he can get closer to the box and then shoot, because his long shots aren't that high but his finishing is. But that's all your choice, guys, whoever you prefer. In my opinion, Wesley Sneijder is the better player. Van der Vaart, I will be bringing out a review on him maybe next week, and you should expect some more videos from now to then. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to comment if you want to comment what you want to see more. If you want, let's say, squad builders, because I can't do squad builders actually on FIFA, I'll have to do it on Foothead, but I will get the gameplay. But the thing is, on FIFA, my recording software is very laggy, and the EA servers keep crashing, so I don't want to put you guys through that, and I don't want to record like 10 times. So it'll be on Foothead. If you want squad builders and stuff, comment it in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, Footboss Gaming. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.